Okay, so we are going to start a new topic. So we're going to be looking at networks, and we'll look at it from a security point of view, like the size of different networks, how they're structured. Today we're going to look at two different types of networks. So we're going to look at LANs and WANs. Okay, now you may have heard those terms before, but if not, we'll talk about what they mean and what they do as we go through. So before we go any further, I think we need to define a network. Now, if you go on the internet and start Googling, there are so many different definitions of networks that have differing layers of complexity. But from a simple point of view, a network is a collection of connected devices for the transmission of data. Now, what do we mean by transmission? The movement of, so from one place to another. So, for example, if you were working on a Python program in IT1, when you press save, that will be saved to the school server so that when you log on to a different computer elsewhere in school, you can load that up. Okay, so let's start by looking at LANs, which stands for Local Area Network. Now, the clue from the key term local area network is that it covers only a small geographical area, and they're normally located on one site. Now, the hardware needed to set up a local area network is bought by whoever's setting that up. So the LAN that we've got within school will own the hardware needed to set that network up within school. Now, they can be wired or wireless, and later on in this topic we'll be looking at the different options there and what the benefits and drawbacks are. But for now, all we need to know is that they can be wired or they can be wireless. Businesses, schools and universities often use LANs. So like I've already mentioned, we've got a LAN in school. That means that whatever computer that you log on to, you can access all the work from students shared, and from your area, you can use any of the printers in school, and it allows that kind of movement around the building. They're also often used in the home, and they allow you to connect all your different devices. So if you are screening a video from your phone onto the TV, or if you are printing a document from your computer or from your phone, that will be done through a local area network. So far, they sound pretty good. They do require a little bit of knowledge to set up and obviously paying for the hardware. So why do we bother? Why do we have these local area networks set up in our homes, in our schools? What's the benefit of them? Firstly, like we've already said, file sharing in two different ways. So I can share files with you. If I save something into the student shared area that I want you to look at, you can then see it. Also the fact that you can kind of access what you want from whatever computer you're on in school. It also allows us to share hardware. Now think about if we didn't have a network and every computer was standalone, so it wasn't connected to anything, we would have to have a printer each. There would be 30 printers in IT1 next to each computer. A, we don't have the budget for that, and B, it takes up a load of space. It's inefficient. So local area networks allow you to share different peripherals. Also allows you to share your internet connection. Back in the day, our internet connection plugged into the phone line. You could only have that one connection. So you were either picking, do I want to be on the phone or do I want to be on the internet? And actually that only one computer in the house could be connected to the internet. To be honest, it was too slow to bother with, but there wasn't the ability to share that internet connection. Now, looking at things from a more technical point of view, imagine I ask IT support to update the version of Python that we're using, or to install a new piece of software for us to look at algorithms. If they had to do that in all the IT rooms, that's 90 computers they've got to go around and install on. What a local area network allows you to do is to remotely push that out. So the IT technician can be sat at their desk and they can push it out to the 90 computers at the same time. It allows cheap and easy communication. You guys know more about this than me. Any kind of form of messenger service. And lastly, I feel like I've said this a lot in this video, it allows you to log on from any device that's connected to that network. Okay, so LANs are pretty good. Now, LANs, like we've talked about, are only over a small geographical area. So what if we want to go bigger? Then we would look at WANs. Now, a WAN stands for Wide Area Network. And what that means is it's in different geographical locations. And what it essentially is a group of LANs connected together. So if you think about the trust, okay, so the Loris Trust, we've got schools in different areas. If you want a network across all of those schools, you're going to need a WAN. So the local area network from Cheadle Hulme, and then the local area network from Didsbury, they could all be connected, and that would create a wide area network because it's over different geographical locations. Think about how those connections would happen. It's going to be connected either using telephone lines, satellite links, or radio links. It would be madness for us to buy the telephone lines. So with a wide area network, you rent the hardware from whatever telecommunications company you're using, whether it's BT, Virgin, whatever it is, you rent the hardware for that. And the nicest point to finish on, the biggest one of them all is the internet. Okay, the internet is essentially different computers all connected together so you can access different things from them that people want you to, like the websites that are hosted on servers. But again, we look at that later on in the topic. So that is LANs and WANs in a nutshell. Make sure you've completed the relevant pages in your network booklet and that you've gone back through this video and got all the relevant notes, and I will see you next time.